The Buds have now lost 3 consecutive games, this one 5-2 to the Winnipeg Jets at Scotiabank Arena. No Austin Matthews in the game today, but with the loss, the Leafs now drop to 28-12-4 on the year. And this game was not pretty. I mean, lots of sloppy play. You weren't getting stops from your goaltender, at least Jack Campbell in this game, and it was ugly. You know, the Leafs defensively kind of just collapsed there for like a 3-minute stretch, and that really broke the game wide open for the Winnipeg Jets. Let's break this game down here real quick. And it started out great. 3:41 in, Tavares cross-seam pass to Alex Galchenyuk, who beats Connor Hellebuck, and the Leafs have a 1-0 lead. Marner grabs the secondary assist, and the Buds are up 1-0 less than 5 minutes into the first period. A great sign to start the game. Then the Jets get the power play in like 9 seconds on the power play. Ehlers scores. I'm thinking to myself, they scored 9 seconds in. The Leafs have scored 1 power play goal in the last like 40 chances. What the hell is going on with this team? I have no idea what it is. And the Jets have tied the game at 1, 10:45 in on the power play. 27 seconds after that goal, Kyle Connor scores. About 2.5 minutes after that goal, Jake Muzzin gets caught in the at the blue line. Scheifele comes down in the breakaway, undresses Campbell, and that's it. 3 goals in just over 3 minutes. And the Jets went from being down a goal to up 2. Just like that. And after that Scheifele goal, Jack Campbell gets the hook. 3 goals on 6 shots. But not only that, 3 goals on the last 3 shots he faced. He faced 6 of them. He stopped the first 3. I understand one was a breakaway, one was a power play, and blah, blah, blah. But the first goal, he's got to squeeze that together. He's got to make that stop. The breakaway, you got to undress. You know, it's not pretty. And now the Leafs are down 3-1 without Austin Matthews facing the Jets, who are a very good team, and the former Vezina Trophy winner, Connor Hellebuck. So now you got to try and do that and come back from that. And that's it after 1 period. You're down 3-1. You're not playing very well. This is not pretty. Second period rolls around, a 6:47 in, a centering pass from Jason Spezza, deflected in by John Tavares. Nick Robertson grabs the secondary assist. Tavares has been on fire as of late. He assisted on the Galchenyuk goal. He scores the second goal of the game. And it's now a 3-2 game. The Leafs are right back in this one. And you head to the third period, trailing by 1. The Jets have been very good this season when going into the third period with the lead. The Leafs got to find a way to break the deadlock, but it's not going to be easy against Hellebuck and the Jets in the third. And 5:54 in. I mean, this was just ugly. You know, Mitch Marner's got the puck. The puck gets deflected out of the offensive zone, and Marner gets possession in his own end, and Ehlers just strips him. Just flat out strips him. And the puck gets in front of Ehlers, so he doesn't have possession of it. So Dave Riddick's like, I'm going to try and brush to the corner. Oh, wait, I missed. And Ehlers, so obviously Ehlers poked it, and Riddick whiffed on it, and it literally goes 5-hole on him. I'm like, what the hell was that? Marner got outworked, period. That's all it was, right? You can say about, well, he lifted his stick. He got outworked on that play. And I don't really know why Riddick was trying to brush to the corner when the puck's like coming like that and there's a guy coming in red hot. You either smother that or you prepare for a stop. You trying to brush to the corner is a very risky play with the guy coming right at you like Ehlers was. But I can't blame Dave Riddick in this one because overall, other than that one play, he was great. He kept the Leafs in this game for the majority of it after Campbell's rough start. And then Kyle Connor scores an empty netter after Zach Hyman, clearly frustrated, takes a penalty. Got knocked down, was not pleased with that, but it is what it is. Frustration from the Toronto Maple Leafs, and rightfully so, but they didn't play very well. Lots of odd man rushes for the Jets. And, you know, after that third goal that the Jets scored, the Scheifele one on Campbell when Riddick came in, the Leafs didn't play terrible hockey. They didn't give up any glaring opportunities, but you put yourself in a 3-1 hole having to now try and come back in this game, and you just can't do that. You just cannot give a team that good that many golden opportunities, and especially with a goaltender like Hellebuck, you cannot give them that big lead. And it's only 2 goalies, not that big. For a team like that and a goalie like that, it is a big lead. You got to get the lead and hold it. You got to pounce on that, and your goaltender has to be good. I will say it all the time. This Leaf team is going to be only as good as where their goaltending takes them. Every team that goes deep in the playoffs has a good goaltender, or at least a hot goaltender. And the Leafs have had streaky goaltending all year long. Obviously, Campbell had that stretch of winning 11 straight. Well, he's lost. I don't know if he got the loss today, if that technically counts as an L for him, because he only faced 6 shots, but he did allow the 3 of the 5, excuse me. One was an empty netter. But if he even, let's say he took the loss today. He's now lost 3 straight. The Leafs have now lost 3 straight. This is the problem with what I talk about when it comes to the Toronto Maple Leafs in sports in general. You can win 6, 7, 8 straight. The Leafs had points in 10 in a row, and they were feeling great. But now you've lost 3 in a row. That defeats the purpose. Now, obviously, 10 and 3 is a big difference, but you want to win 9 or win 8 and then lose 1, get back to 2 more wins, lose 1, win 3. The Jets have been very good at that this year. They've not really had a big losing streak all season long. They have been very, very good. Now, we've talked about how the Leafs have been a great 5-on-5 team this season, and yeah, the power play has been awful, but the penalty kill's been great, so it's kind of been counteracting. So it hasn't really been that big of an issue. Today, it was an absolutely glaring issue for the Leafs today. I mean, they had a 5-on-3 at one point. They couldn't do anything with that. It seemed like they didn't have any zone time at all. It was really rough to watch. And the Jets were 2 for 3 on their power play. The Leafs were 0 for 4 on their power play. A huge reason of why this team lost today. Special teams and the inability to play a decent 3-minute stretch in the first period. Those are the reasons you lost today. Because overall, you look at the shots on goal were 33-24 in favor of the Leafs. So you look at that and you're like, hey, that's not too bad, right? They didn't play all that bad of a game. Dave Riddick, 1 goal on 17 shots. Not bad. But you had a 3-minute stretch where you allowed 3 goals. And you only scored 2 because you were playing Hellebuck and your special teams were that bad. Now, I have no idea when the next game for the Leafs is going to be. It's scheduled for Saturday against Vancouver, but we hear today that is not going to be happening because all these players have not played. They need to get kind of back into the swing of things and conditioning and whatnot. So the Leafs are not playing the Canucks on Saturday. Problem, the Leafs are supposed to play the Canucks on Monday. So are they even going to play them on Monday? I have no idea. And for Austin Matthews, I just hope they rest this guy like crazy at this point. If that wrist is not 100% or even 90, 95%, I do not want him back. Leaf fans are like, well, we need to win. You need to be first in the division. You're going to lose it. I want to make the playoffs, and that's going to happen. But I think all Leaf fans are like, hey, we don't care what happens in the regular season. Get in the playoffs, and then we care. So if you're having that mindset, the Leafs are in a great spot to make the playoffs. Even with the loss in regulation today, they still have a 3-point lead over the Jets with the same games played. So you're not in a terrible scenario. But also, your star player, your best goal scorer, arguably the best player on this, I can't say he is the best player on the Toronto Maple Leafs, has a wrist issue right now. Is there a need to bring this guy back? No. There's like 14, 15 games left in the season. Do you need to run this guy out there all the time to get you wins? No. If he's ready and raring to go and healthy, then yes, go ahead. But until then, I don't want to see Austin Matthews out there for the Leafs. I hate saying that because I obviously want him to play for the Leafs as much as possible, but we want to win the damn playoffs. We want to win a series. We want to move on, right? I don't want Austin Matthews to, go into the playoffs with a bung wrist. And remember Austin Matthews that kind of had a tough time shooting? That was not good Austin Matthews. The Leafs struggled royally in that time. You want Austin Matthews to be ready to go and raring to go and Austin Matthews for the playoffs. So if that means sitting him for another week, fine, so be it. Doesn't really matter at this point. Plus, if the Leafs aren't playing, Vancouver on Saturday, and if they don't play them on Monday, there's some extra rest for Matthews without missing a game. So there you go. All right, Leaf fans, the next game for the Leafs, we have no idea who it is. John Tavares had a goal and an assist today. That was really the only great player today. Look, he's been great as of late. He had a really slow start to the year, kind of faded off for a while. And he was great today. A goal and assist. He's been fantastic lately. The Leafs were out without Matthews and still without William Nylander. So, again, not a great game at all for the Leafs. There's really no excuses for this game. Sloppy play, not big saves, and you gave the Jets really good offense a lot of golden opportunities, really in a 3-minute stretch. You just can't do that, all right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and did not enjoy the game today, if you're a Leaf fan, but if you're a Jets fan and love the game to death, smack the like button. I do appreciate that. Hit that subscribe button if you have not done so already. Twitter's down below for myself. Follow up, send me a DM to all that great stuff. The Instagram link is down below as well. So follow up there if you've not done so already. I think I literally just said that. See what I mean? When I get into a groove and I get in mojo, my head starts going. I'm like, did you say that? And you're going to repeat yourself now. Anyways, I will talk to you guys. Oh, gosh. Jays are getting smushed right now by the Kansas City Royals. So we'll talk to you guys post-game then, talking about that garbage fest in all aspects over there in Kansas City. And as for the Raptors, they're scheduled to take on, I always forgot who the Raptors are, Orlando tomorrow. It's a 7:30 tip-off. I think it's at 7 o'clock on TV, but I think it's the pregame show. Either way, 7:30 against Orlando. No Siakam, no OG tomorrow. So we'll have to see how that goes. Obviously, Orlando's not a great team, so we'll see what this Raptor team is capable of. All these new guys, let's see what they're capable of. A lot of energy yesterday. Can they put the momentum into tomorrow? We'll have to see there. And as for the Leafs, as I mentioned, I have no clue when they're playing next. They're scheduled for Saturday, but it's not going to happen. But they're scheduled for Monday, but it's against Vancouver. So I don't know what's going to happen for the Leafs. But no matter what, I will talk to you guys in the next post-game for the Toronto Maple Leafs. All right? So thank you guys so much for listening and watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.